We told you about this yesterday, but this afternoon we're able to talk to the man in the middle of it. A Sydney barber will be forced to cut girls' hair after settling a sex discrimination case. He says he'll be like a regular mechanic servicing a Ferrari. So this complaint was made against Hunters Hill barber Sam Rahim when he refused to cut a girl's hair. You see, she came in with a mother. She was about 12 years of age or something like that, came in with mum. And Sam's a barber, so he said, look, I'm not trained to cut girls' hair. He is a barber, which by definition is a person who cuts men's hair and trims beards. But the girl's mother claims Sam had breached the Sex Discrimination Act in refusing to cut her daughter's hair. She claims her daughter has an undercut and the barber would have been capable of running the clippers through the hair. And Sam's not the only barber who's been targeted. There have been similar cases in Darwin, in Brisbane, in Melbourne, in Sydney. Well, now Sam's matter has been settled outside of court. He's had to write a Facebook post saying in future he will cut the hair of women and girls. The owner of Hunters Hill Barber, Sam Rahim. G'day, Sam.
G'day, guys. How you going?
I'm doing well. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Have you settled this case?
Yeah, we came to an agreement, so the case is all finished. We settled. Both parties had to walk their way, so it's all done now.
And did you have to share that Facebook message as part of the settlement?
Well, that's the Australian law. Unfortunately, we can't say no to a woman walking into a barber shop. So there's no exemption against barbers, like, you know, how we have gyms for women. So unfortunately, we don't have that for barbers. So if I'm not experienced, I guess I have to do it. It just depends on the person. You know, I can explain it to the person, look, I'm not experienced, I'm not qualified. You know, I'm more qualified in doing men's hair. But if I'm pushed to do it, I guess I have to do it.
I mean, this was a paying customer, so it was an opportunity for you to earn a few bucks. You could have just taken the money and said, all right, I'll get the clippers out here and I'll do a bit of a butcher's job of your head. But you were trying to do the right thing by the customer, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Look, this goes to all barbers out there. As a barbers, unfortunately, we don't like to give a person a bad haircut. You know, if you give somebody a bad haircut, you wouldn't be able to sleep at night. That's just our job. We take pride in our job. We try and make everyone look good. You know, people go out, they have parties, they have weddings. So unfortunately, as a barber, I just couldn't do it.
How did you feel about being hauled off to tribunals and, you know, being told that you'd breached the Sex Discrimination Act?
Well, it was stressful, to be honest. You know, to be honest, I took it as a joke in the beginning, but it just went so far. So we had to hire a barrister, we had to hire a solicitor, and go through all that headache just over a haircut.
What did it end up costing you?
Well, at the moment, the fees hasn't been sent to us, but it's over 35. It's over that.
$35,000?
Yes.
Because you were saying to a young lady, look, I'm not qualified to cut a girl's hair.
Yes, exactly. I wish we could have go some other way and then give this money to some poor kid out there. Yeah.
Geez, there's a lot of haircuts you're going to have to do to make up that money.
Yeah, exactly. Look, we had a GoFundMe page, so we had a lot of support. You know, most of them come from my locals in Hunters Hill and just the area around Hunters Hill, and just internationally and just all over Australia. You know, I've had letters, I've had postcards, and just people showing their support because I was just a small business. You know, I've got 2 young kids, and I was just trying to, you know, make a living. But unfortunately, I copped it. So I hope no one else cops it out there.
What an absolute joke! I'm sorry. I know you had to agree to this set of words to put out there on Facebook, but you know, and I know that you're now saying, okay, well in future I'll cut girls' hair or women's hair. But what an absolute joke! I mean, come on. Yeah,
exactly. Like we said, it's just the law. Like we can't say no to a woman. You know. You know, I get a lot of other women come into the shop and they're like, oh, first thing they ask is, oh, do you do ladies' hair? And I'm like, sorry, I only cut men's hair. And they just walk away. They're like, oh, thank you. And I've got so many hairdressers which are next to me, within like 2 shops down. And most of the time they're like, oh, which one is better, Sam? I'm like, look, they're all good. You know, you choose wherever you want to go.
I'm so sorry you had to go through this madness.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, well, it's all over. You know, it's just you know, it's just it's so much better. You know, I feel like a better person now. You know, just sleepless nights and just waking up thinking over the same thing over and over.
Well, you know what we can all do to support you? We can all go to your barber shop to have our hair cut.
Well, you're welcome anytime. Yeah, you're welcome anytime. We're in Hunters Hill, yeah, on Gladesville Road. Yeah, you're welcome anytime.
Gladesville Road, Hunters Hill.
Yes.
And it's called Hunters Hill Barber.
Yes, it's called Hunters Hill Barber Shop. Yep. It's on Gladesville Road, shop 8, 52 to 56.
What do you charge for a short back and sides?
Oh, we charge 25.
25 for a short back and sides. Mate, you're a good man, Sam, and I'm really sorry you had to go through all of that. Absolutely crazy.
No, thank you for having me on.
Thank you very much.